Good morning, everybody. This is K. Balakrishna. Presently, we are dealing with the subject called as financial services. In the financial services, we are dealing with the topic which is called as credit cards. In the past, they used to carry huge amount of cash. They wanted to purchase the product, but now swipe machines have come up, and credit card is being accepted at all places. So instead of using our own money, we are using the money of the bank and redepositing into the bank. This is the mechanism followed in case of credit cards. So if there's also a facility to use the money with the help of our own money in our own account. This is the function carried out in debit cards. That's the only difference between debit card and a credit card. If we use our money in our account to purchase the product, it is a debit card transaction. If we use the bank's money, purchase the product and repay it to the bank, then it is called as credit card. This is the difference between a debit and a credit card. Now we will discuss regarding various advantages of using credit card, there is disadvantages using credit card, and what is the mechanism followed in the credit card transaction together with the two or more stages present in the credit card transaction. What do you mean by credit card? Credit card is a mode of payment. It is a mode of payment in which they do not directly go for a credit, but they indirectly use the money of the banks and later repay it to the banks. The banks give the credit cards only based upon the financial soundness of the person. What are the advantages of using the credit cards? First one, instead of carrying the cash directly, we can carry the credit cards, so that we can prevent ourselves from being theft. Next, credit cards also increases your credit rating. If you repay the entire amount within a stipulated period, then your CIBIL score will increase. You can get interest-free days. Means within 14 days, if you are able to repay the amount, then automatically the credit card does not charge any interest. Next, earn reward points. If you purchase through credit card, a certain amount of points are issued for each purchase. And as the number of purchases increases, the number of reward points also goes on increasing. And with the help of reward points, you can purchase the other products free of cost also. You can request a chargeback if you are unhappy with the product or services. Means you can also refund the product if you are unhappy with the services. Credit card works in any currency. There are global accepted credit cards. These cards can be used in any country, irrespective of the country that we are moving in. Credit card is an emergency credit. In a sense, we can say that it is a line of credit. It's one of the mechanisms used for giving the credit to the customers. The complementary extras. Credit cards have complementary extras. Complementary extras in the sense, sometimes they give insurance benefit, sometimes they give purchase protection benefit, sometimes they give warranty insurance benefit, sometimes they may give cashbacks, sometimes you will be free from theft. Next, you will get the concessions while we are purchasing the reservation tickets. You will also get the certain amount of money while we are taking the insurance. Next, you can also consolidate debts. Next, credit card also accepts flexibility. Means you can purchase the product with minimum cost, or it will extend to the credit. The credit limit will be based upon the financial soundness or worthiness of the user. So based upon the amount to be granted to you, you can adjust your credits. Means you can make online purchases. Means you can purchase just like the debit cards, you can purchase through credit cards also. Next, you can help in the times of crisis when you do not have money and when you wanted to purchase the money, purchase the cash, then you can use the credit cards. What are the disadvantages of using credit cards? There are major disadvantages for using credit cards, out of which first one is they charge certain amount of interest for using the money. Next, they help in credit damage. In the sense, just like money lenders, they do not charge huge amounts. If they are repaid in time, less amount of interest is charged. Credit card fraud. Sometimes our credit card can be cloned and somebody can be use our credit cards. Cash advance fees and rates. Sometimes an advance amount of cash is being paid and then interest is charged through the credit card purchase. Annual fees. There are certain amount of money to be paid every year for renewal of the credit card. Apart from this, there are also credit card surcharges. It varies from 0.5 to 3%. There are also other transaction fees sometimes in certain credit cards. Overspending. Since you have credit card, you swipe and pay any goods that you require. But if you wanted to pay the cash, we know the value of money. But if you pay through the credit card, we forget the value of the money. Participants of the credit card. One who has the credit card is called as credit card holder. One who has the credit card is called as credit card holder. A merchant means a seller who will sell you the goods. A merchant bank in the sense the merchant will be tied up with the merchant bank. Next, payment process. The merchant, no sooner he accesses the card request is sent to the payment process, which is then transferred to the issuing bank and then to the card associations. There are two steps in the credit card process. First is called as authoritization process. First, the cardholder presents the card, merchant sends a request. Later, the this request will be sent to the payment process, and this payment process sends a request to the issuing bank. Issuing bank deposits the money to the merchant. Merchant later the issuing bank will collect the money from the customer. Second one is settlement and funding. Next, the merchant first will send a request to the payment processor. The payment processor will process the transaction. It will send a request to the issuing bank. Issuing bank pays the money, and later the merchant collects the money is paid to the merchant. After this happens, what happens is the settlement and funding takes place. In the settlement and funding process, what happens is the money is recovered by the issuing bank from the customer. Mechanism of card purchase. First and the foremost is the customer wants to purchase a product. He makes a purchase decision, that is, he purchases the product. Next, he enters into the transaction. That is, he finish off the selection of the product. Now he wanted to pay the money through credit card. So he enters the transaction. He swipes the card. Means the data is transmitted with the help of UI system to the payment gateway. Finally, the credit card and the user status, whether the money is up to the limit or not, is being checked by the issuing bank. Next one, they will send a response to the issuing bank that the money is present or not. Later, the money will be deposited into the merchant bank account. Later, the bank later the depositing of the funds takes place. The fund is being collected from the credit card holder by the issuing bank. These are the references which you have used for the preparation of slides. Thank you. This is a small introduction regarding what are the advantages of credit card, what are the disadvantages of credit card. Apart from this, we will also see about what is the mechanism in credit card. Thank you.